Hi, this is Kimberly Miller with the Palm Beach Post, and I wanted to give you a quick weekend weather forecast. Well, the temperatures that we've all been waiting for are finally here this weekend. It's going to be our first taste of fall, and as you can see, we're going to get into the 60s in coastal Palm Beach County, maybe into the 50s out west, and we haven't seen those temperatures since late May. And it's going to be a dry front. It's a low pressure system that's coming down. You can actually look and see where it is right here. This is about 8 o'clock tonight. So by overnight, it'll be pushed through all the way through to the Keys. It's going to be a dry front, which means we're not going to get a lot of the storminess that we often see with fronts. There might be just a few showers that are just random, but it should remain dry mostly all weekend. There's only a 10% chance of rain through the weekend. So it's going to be really beautiful. Need to get out and to enjoy it. What's causing this cool temperature, and it's normal for this time of year, is a big dip in the jet stream that you can see right here, and that's flowing at about 30,000 feet. And this is all cold Canadian air that's coming down. It's going to be warmed quite a bit by the time it gets to us. That's why we're only going to be in the 60s. But you can see it taking this big dip, and then it actually goes back up pretty quickly, and there are warm temperatures again next week for the central U.S. and the Northeast, actually. Now, what this is going to do to the tropics, I don't know if you've been watching at all, but would-be Tropical Storm Otto has kind of fizzled the last 2 days. Earlier this week, it was at an 80% chance of development over 5 days, and we were sure we were going to have the first O-named storm since 2012. But now it's only at a 40% chance, and it is running out of time to develop. It's probably not going to go anywhere because it's going to get picked up by this low-pressure system and kind of consumed, and we're probably not going to get Otto. There's nothing in the tropics for the next 5 days as predicted. Here's just another little, I like this graphic, that shows you where would-be Otto, that's not going to be Otto, is. There's nothing going on in the tropics for the next 5 days, but don't forget that hurricane season runs through November 30th, so don't let your guard down yet, because remember what Monday is. It's the 11th anniversary of Hurricane Wilma, which was Category 3 storm that hit on the West Coast, reached us at a Category 2 storm, and we were without electricity for at least 2 weeks. Now, one thing that happened this week too, this is our video, so I'm transitioning into our winter forecast, and one thing that's happening is the El Nino, the Godzilla El Nino, as one scientist called it last year, died over the summer, and we are going into a weak La Nina. If you want to check out, we have a pretty cool video online. You can see it on the Weather Plus blog about why El Nino died. And what's coming next is La Nina, which there's a 70% chance of La Nina developing, and that means warmer and drier weather for the South and Florida. And what happens is, this is the La Nina setup. Now, what happens is the equatorial Pacific starts to cool, the sea surface temperatures get colder. That shifts the thunderstorms closer to Indonesia, which then shifts the upper air patterns and pushes the jet stream into a different area that makes it drier and warmer for us. And last year, if you remember, in January, we had those record rains. Now, there is a 70% chance of La Nina. It's supposed to be a weak La Nina, so the climate, factors aren't super strong, but it was only 50% over the summer, so they have bumped it up. They're seeing those temperatures start to cool. One thing that's going to be great with this cold front, and it's not working, is we're going to have clear skies. We should have clear skies through the whole weekend. And one thing that'll be cool is the Orionids meteor shower is peaking. It peaked last night, and it's peaking again tonight. And during the peak time, which is about midnight through dawn, you can see up to 20 meteors per hour. And it's called the Orionids because the radiant point is Orion, actually the strongest star Betelgeuse, but you can pick out Orion by the belt mostly. But it's named after Orion, but it's actually pieces of Halley's Comet, which is like a really well-known comet, obviously. And we go through this debris twice a year. One time in October, and then the other time is in May. And that meteor shower is called the Eta Aquarids meteor shower. Now, this isn't the most robust meteor shower, but again, if you're patient, get your lawn chair out, stare up at the sky, the temperatures will be cool, get some hot chocolate, maybe you'll see up to 20 meteors per hour. So again, this weekend's going to be beautiful. Get out, do something fun. One thing we picked out on our things to do page on the palmbeachpost.com is a scarecrow festival. They're going to have a pie eating contest. This is sponsored by the Historical Society of Palm Beach County. It's at the old courthouse in downtown. It starts at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Should be fun for the kids and the whole family. Again, this is Kimberly Miller with the Palm Beach Post. Have a great weekend.